Now, I have a question, and it's only for people that recently played Asian games. Doesn't matter if it's South Korean, doesn't matter if it's Japanese, doesn't matter if it's Chinese, as long as it's Asian, made by a developer that actually tries to idealize femininity. So, like the Asian games that have absolutely gorgeous female characters, The Last Descendant, Stellar Blade, if you happen to even play Nikkei or anything like that, right? So my question is for these people, because I want to see if I'm alone in this feeling, or is it like something that's happening? Because if it's something that's happening, then I can predict the market for years to come. So for those of us that actually played these Asian games, when you watched the AAA Western games and you saw the AAA female aesthetic, did you feel as if you're watching maggots? Like did you feel a side of revulsion? Like unironically, like the food from your belly just wanting to come out and hurl itself at the screen. Like I'm not even saying that it was like a neutral feeling what I meant, but you genuinely felt like puking. Like it's the most disgusting thing that you have ever seen. And it's not just the visage, it's not just how they look, but their personality as well, right? Like there's nothing graceful about these characters. There's nothing feminine about these characters. There's nothing wholesome about them. It's pretty much like they're men with wigs and small tits. And so like that's the view that I got. Like legitimately while watching the Game Awards, every single time like a AAA game, especially Naughty Dog, like it's responsible for this. But I generally felt disgust. And then you have people that are so insignificant at this point, and they're coming up to you. It's like, oh, you just want to jack off, and it's like, my brother in Christ, I just want to stop puking. Like it makes me violently sick. It's disturbing. The fact that you have an artist that thought it's a good idea to put pen and paper onto this and then present it on my screen. What the fuck is he talking about? Like I just want you to understand my feeling, right? Imagine that for the last couple of months, you went into the richest place in the world and you ate some of the finest cuisine imaginable. And now you're coming back to your country and you're eating garbage food from a dumpster. That is like the feeling of revulsion that I've seen. And I didn't have it up until now. Like up until now, a couple of months ago, if I saw like a AAA female character, I would just like roll my eyes and be, ugh. But again, the story from the Asian games, it's not just the aesthetics, the story, like the women, they act feminine, they act wholesome, they're having emotions that connect them to humanity. And so my question is that if I'm not the only one, and many other people are feeling exactly this, the AAA Western industry is absolutely fucked. Like you are absolutely fucked. You're going to have China and South Korea taking over the market. You're going to see AAA Western companies just flat out getting bought out by China. And the thing is, I don't even want this. It's already happening. Like we're already seeing Wukong just dominating the world. I'm not for this. I like American culture. I grew up with American culture. I grew up with Disney. I grew up with Mass Effect. I grew up with all these video games. And to see how the West is just dead set on destroying itself, or on just flat out refusing to listen to the market, and how you have like a group of idiots that are like still not understanding. They still think this is about gooning. They genuinely think that buying a video game is a political statement. That's how moronic they are. They do not understand that, no, people buy a video game the same way that they buy a painting so that they can experience some level of catharsis while watching it. Imagine if you go to a house and the guy that you visit has paintings on the wall with garbage. It's like the entire walls are filled with trash. And then there's another painting of a local bar that has like piss on the wall and stuff. And you're asking him, it's like, why are you having these paintings? And he's like, well, there's paintings from the city. And you're like, yeah, sure, but like, why couldn't you make more beautiful paintings? It's like, no, this is the reality of the city. This is realism. Like, what, do you not think that the city looks like this? I mean, I can take you and you can see the garbage And we can go to this alleyway where there's a shit in the middle and it's there. It's like, yeah, but like, why are you choosing to glorify these aspects? Fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you set like some standards of idealism if it's a painting and it can be anything you want? Now, don't get me wrong, like one painting that has, you know, some garbage, like maybe sure, you know, like you have an eccentric person that seems to like that. That's fine. But it's almost every single fucking one now. It's every single fucking one to the point where it is disgusting and vile. And so, you know, if you actually play video games from 2014 and before, or you go and you play some Asian games that are the competition right now, and you spend like 2-3 months, you have such a different mindset that you, when you see how the West is boiling, you immediately vomit. Most people probably don't vomit because they're the frog and they got boiled and they got used to it. But I'm telling you, if you just take a break from the shit, if you take a break from the Western slop, and you play something else, anything else, and then you come back to the Western slop, you need a barf bag. And again, I'm genuinely curious if other people feel this way. Like, legit, this is not a video where I'm just trash talking the Western industry. No, I'm like genuinely curious to know if I'm the only one that's experiencing this level of pure revulsion. And it's even with the good games. It's even with the good games. That, like, penis sliders? What the fuck are those? Why would I want to see a cock in my game? Cellulitis? Skin disease? Body type A, body type B monstrosities? Well, vitiligo? Like, who is the target demographic for this? Who actually enjoyed this? Because I see a lot of people defending it, but I don't see people actually promoting it. I don't see people using it in their thumbnails. I don't see people using it in their avatars. I don't see people using it anywhere. I don't see merchandise of this shit being sold. But like, for some reason, they keep making them, and it's the same story every single fucking time. You see a female character that looks like a man with boobs, and you're wondering, like, who is this for? Why did they make it like this? And then they will have, like, some story reason on why the character has to look that way. And then you'll have people saying, oh, you just want a goon. And I'm looking at them as there's some form of pathetic lowlife midwit. And I tell them, no, I just don't want China to completely dominate the Western market to the point where my kids only play Chinese games. Like, I would prefer if that doesn't happen. I would prefer if the companies that I like don't commit economic suicide. I'm not saying that you know what? No, fuck it. At this point, I am saying it. Yes, every single female character in the West needs to look like a porn star. So that these people get completely demoralized. They need to be as demoralized as we are from the grotesque characters that have been stuffed down our throat. We need to demoralize them with the titty for maybe 4 or 5 years or so, until they're like completely quiet and gone from the conversation, and then maybe we can rebuild. And then maybe we can have gaming to where it used to be back in 2014. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.